Hello there, thanks for joining me. Just out for another little walk, and we're just parked up, or I'm just parked up below Macclesfield Forest, just near Leather's Smithy, and we're having a walk up through the forest and up Shutlingsloe, which is a lovely walk. Not done it for about 3 years. Last time I was staying up at the Stanley Arms for a couple of nights with Maria, and yeah, it's just mid-November and we woke up and there was an early snow, and it was yeah, just magical. Not sure what the weather will do today. You can possibly see up behind me, it's quite clear, but if I turn the camera around, there's a fair bit of cloud and it's pretty chilly, so yeah, we'll just have to see what we get. I think if it does rain it might come down as snow, but let's see how we get on. That's the view back up to Tegg's Nose. This is Ridgegate Reservoir, and I'm just parked over the other side there. You might be able to see the van, I don't know. And Trentabank Reservoir is just a little bit higher up. Ridgegate Reservoir was built first, and then Trentabank a few years later, and both reservoirs were built to supply water to, or drinking water, to the town of Macclesfield, which is just a couple of miles or so down below us. We'll just skirt round this reservoir and then take a right and start heading up through the forest towards Shutlingsloe. There's a fair bit of forestry work going on up here. There's a lot of work going on, thinning out some of these conifer plantations and replacing with a more mixed environment of deciduous woodland. These plantations were actually not specifically planted for timber. They were to filter the water to prevent pollution getting into the water supply in the reservoirs below. There's Dennis the van on the other side of the lake through the trees. All very well signposted. If you need to get the map for this one, you may be fooled for thinking it'd appear on the Macclesfield OS Explorer map, and part of Mac Forest actually does, just on the edge of the map, but you're actually better if you want the map for the full walk, picking up the Dark Peak OS Explorer. As usual, I'll put links below, and I'll also put a link to the route on the OS Maps app that you should be able to follow even if you've not got an OS Maps subscription. Quite a steep climb at first, away from the reservoir, and then it levels out for a while before we start climbing again, and there's a nice bench there if you want to rest. Great view over Cheshire though. an amazing view. So you can see the upper reservoir now behind me, Trentabank. But yeah, mist blowing across, which doesn't bode well for Shutlingsloe. But we'll see how we go. Really moved up into the mist now. Don't think there's going to be many views from the top. Right, well, getting up to just below Shutlingsloe now, and because Steve from Tramping the Hills channel, I don't know whether you've ever seen that channel, but check it out, I'll put a link below. Lovely guy, well worth watching. He was up here a few months ago and he mentioned that it's short-eared owl country just when you got up over the kind of as the moors start opening out. So I brought brought a small pair of binoculars, or a small binocular, with me. Had a quick scan around, but can't see anything. Whether it's just a little bit breezy, but they do hunt in the daytime, and obviously the days are shorter at the moment, so they've got less daylight hours to hunt in, so not a bad time to see them, but I suspect it might have to be a little less breezy. Not seen very much wildlife at all of any description on the way up. Very quiet. Cheers for the heads up though, Steve. Yeah, one of those days walking up through the forest. The air is very still and the air temperature is not that cold, but as soon as you get up here where you get more into the open, the wind is blasting across and it's quite bitter. So yeah, cooling down quite rapidly, but I've got plenty of layers on. Oh, properly up into the mist now. Can't even really show you what we're climbing up. You can just see the right hand and left hand slope, and then it disappears. But it's a kind of pyramid shape, and rather tongue-in-cheek. It's got the nickname the Cheshire Matterhorn. If I don't get any better views, you'll have to check Steve's video out. Not sure how well you can see that, but the pyramid looms. Snow and ice last time we came up here, so a bit less treacherous, but a bit less visibility. I think it's 507 metres if I'm not mistaken. Worth it for the amazing views. Those of you who watched my recent video wondering whether I need a media mod for my GoPro 9, this is the first time I managed to get out somewhere nice and windy. So we've got the foam windshield on, the £5 special, So we'll see how that's doing when we get home. Right, just down off the top now, a bit less breezy down here, so you might be able to hear me speak. Yeah, the mist just cleared enough to get some nice views up there, so yeah, worth the climb. And quite atmospheric with the mist rolling through as well. Very nice. Just heading back down the same path now, and we're going to cut down through the woods to Trentabank Reservoir and then skirt around back to where we're parked up. But a bit easier to see the shape of Shutlingsloe now. Mist is definitely shifting a bit now. You can see way over towards the Cat and Fiddle Road now, and up towards Shining Tor and Cat's Tor. Sun's giving it a go now. Yeah, peaceful walk, very atmospheric up there in the clouds, but still completely unencumbered by owls, unfortunately. But you can't have everything, can you? Still keeping my eyes open. Beautiful up here though. No owls, but I have spotted one grouse. And if you look up on that hillside, try and zoom in, you can see all the grouse shooting butts. Now, far be it from me to suggest that there's any connection between those being there and the short-eared owls not being here, but you can draw your own conclusions. Just back into the forest now. Nice and peaceful. There's no bird song or anything. Very quiet. Just getting down to Trentabank Reservoir now, and I was going to tell you about the big heronry here. What the sign that tells you anyway. Every year between January and June, up to 24 herons' nests. Well, that's not such a bad place to stop. I'm not too far from the car now. I think I'm just going to chill out here now, have a sandwich and a quick glug of water, and then we'll head back round to the car and I'll say ta-ra to you. Okay then, just give you a quick look round the map. We're parked just here near Ridgegate Reservoir. Sorry about the traffic. Back in the van now. And we've just walked along. Leather Smithy is here. Across the dam. And up along this pathway here. Round this way. Tiny little short stretch along a minor road, and then cut right and followed this track all the way around and round to here, and then you just cut out this way along to Shutlingsloe, which was 506 metres, not 507, which I think I said. And then we came back the same way and just got back to this point and then cut down to Trentabank Reservoir and then back along the minor road to where we're parked. So, with Ridgebank Reservoir bathed in sunlight, I'll say ta-ra to you. Thanks very much for joining me. Really do appreciate everybody who's watched and all those who've hit the subscribe button over the months. So yeah, thanks very much, much appreciated. And with that, I'll bid you adieu and catch you very soon on the next one. Thanks a lot, bye.